You might say he had a guardian angel, or else call him a miracle man, or simply say it wasn't his day, as many people say. But this man of all odds survived the impossible accident. After being hit not once or twice, but thrice by different vehicles, he managed to make it. Meet Viateur, a man who survived the impossible. It was last year in 2019. My husband Viateur woke up one day and went into his daily business as usual. He was a motorcyclist. At around 9 a.m. we heard a very bad news. As he was on his motorcycle, an overspeeding car came and knocked him down. By when he was trying to get up, another uncontrolled lorry hit him once again. Still lying down, another car from nowhere came and poof. Everything was over, and we thought he died. Police intervened and we found many people crying. They were explaining how it all happened. As the eyewitness said, 4 cars slammed into each other, all because of overspeeding, and hit 2 motorcyclists, who were also hit by other cars. It was hard for them to explain the terrible accident that tragically took lives of 4 people, and one man, Viateur, survived with major injuries on his body and the head, then taken to the hospital. After the accident, paramedics rushed my husband to the hospital. Finding him there, he could neither see nor speak. A doctor I met told me that the husband had a terrible accident that broke almost his body. And the doctor said that he had to go under head surgery so as to remove a fractured bone. He was operated and spent 3-month coma in the hospital. After those 3 months, we went back home, but still he would not manage to walk or talk. They ordered him to take kinesiotherapy for at least twice a week. But we ended up not taking him there because transporting him to have the kinesiotherapy requested more money. And as long as he could not manage to walk, we had to put him in a taxi cab, and it was costly, hence remaining there. He could go for the checkup to the hospital. After a while, he partially recovered. He started trying to walk on his feet, yelling and talking. But talking is still a problem. He stammers. Later this year, he was called by the hospital and told that during the heart operation, there was a bone that was removed in his head. They called him so as to put it back in the head. But when he reached there, doctors searched where they had kept the bone, but they could not find it. Doctors told us to go back home, that they would look for it, or else look for some prosthetics. But since that day, they haven't called us back. Since the operation, he has not remained the same. His thinking capacity reduced to that of a young child. He doesn't reason as a grown-up man as he was before the accident. He cannot command himself to do anything. For instance, he can't get water and wash himself without my command. I have to remind him everything, whether washing himself, eating, everything. It's as if he's a 7-year-old. That's how he reasons. Since he came from the hospital, his life in general is slowing back instead of improving. Now he doesn't talk anymore. he would at least have managed to talk at the moment. It's not easy to communicate with him. He even has difficulties in walking. He tries talking, but you can hardly hear something. Ever since he came from coma, his talking abilities have never returned.
Uko njyewe nta kazi nagiraga natangiye gushaka uburyo nahegera urugo.
I never had a job by when he had an accident, but right after the accident, I was forced to find a job. I was forced to find what to do because I depended on the husband, who covered everything, but since having an accident, I have to handle responsibilities of providing for the family. And here the only job available is to cultivate for people who pays the minimum wage, and we don't always get that job opportunity each and every day. We have 2 children, and raising them alone, as I can say, because the father is just there and he can't manage to do a single activity, is very difficult, and we never got compensation from the people whose cars crashed with my husband's motorcycle. So far we lost hope that we don't really think that my husband will fully recover, though he goes to the doctor for monthly checkup, but it's not really convincing. It's not promising because his life is not improving at all.
Kore byarampungabanyije kugeza n'isa nibaza nti ese ubundi ngubwo umuntu yabigenza ati.
I was really shocked by hearing that doctors lost his bone. It really doesn't make sense. How comes such a thing happened? It hurt me so much, and even right now it breaks my heart. All they said was that they will keep looking for it. By when they find that bone, they will let us know. Or in case they find prosthetics, they will tell us. We have been waiting for the feedback since April. I really don't know the reason behind the slowing down of my husband or lack of the ability to talk or walk and come back to normal. Maybe it was all caused by the bone he doesn't have right now in his head. All I'm requesting the health department is to find the missing bone, then put it back where it belongs. Maybe his head can function very well as before. You might find the missing bone being the cause causer of all malfunctioning. Call me Sylvan. I'm his brother. I'm the one who was his caretaker since the day he had an accident. I was always nearby the doctors who saved his life. I would be there bringing pampers, porridge, fruit, everything requested. We spent at the hospital 3 months when I was taking care of him, and most times the wife would be at home taking care of the kids, while I was assigned with being by his side. After those 3 months, we came from the hospital, but doctors were still following him up. Sometimes when he drinks water or any other drink, that drink comes back through the nose. We reported it to doctors. They scanned him. That's when they confirmed the lack of the missing bone that might be causing all that. They searched for the bone for almost 2 days, but could not find it out. Doctors told me that they're not seeing that bone and they will order prosthetics that will replace the missing bone. We're still waiting for that bone. One of the negative effects of losing his bone is that when he does not agree with you over a specific topic, he cries instantly like a young child. Like when you stop him from going somewhere, he bursts into tears. And on the economic side, this has put down the whole family. He was the head of the family, providing each and everything. And ever since that day, the wife has struggled with raising kids, plus taking the husband to the hospital for checkup every month. Stress and hardship are extremely painful. No one ever promised life would be fair, but if you can keep the faith, keep moving forward and working hard, you will come to see that what was lost or meant for your harm will soon be directly in your favor. When you're stressed, keep your eyes on the ball. If you make the choice to keep moving forward, you will create the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you for watching. I'm Elijah. This is Afrimax English. Remember to subscribe.